Did Ethiopian Prime Minister threaten his journals? A clip of the Prime Minister has been in circulation for the last 2 days. Some news outlets made videos about it, and they concluded that the Prime Minister publicly threatened the journals of the Ethiopian National Defense Force. I thought of looking into it. I thought of analyzing the clip because we must keep the record straight. I am not spokesperson of the Ethiopian Prime Minister or Ethiopian opposition or Ethiopian military. But I must ensure that viewers are not misled by anyone. So, what did the Prime Minister say? Did he really threaten the military officers or not? And what about the internal confidential meetings between the Prime Minister and the military officers? Did he ever threaten the generals? Secondly, viewers, where is Aseged Mekonnen? Over a year ago, Asagad McConn was arrested by security forces. He was one of the most well-known Fano commanders in Showa. Now, Fano commanders have launched a campaign about Asagad McConn. Let's have a look at this new story first, which is about Fano commander Asaged Mekonnen. Over a year ago, suddenly Asaged Mekonnen surrendered, or he was arrested by security forces. It was said that his arrest was due to internal disputes in Fano. Fano has been split into Skandinaga group and Zamine Kasi group have been involved in attacks against each other. Aseged Mekonnen was arrested, or he surrendered because of that internal differences. But his whereabouts have been unknown. His family has been complaining that the family has no access to Aseged. That is why now Fano commanders have launched a campaign. 4 or 5 Fano commanders 2 days ago called for the production of Aseged McConn. They're asking the government to show where Aseged McConn is. The Fano commanders are Abebe Fantao, Marshat Sehai, Johannes Neguso, Abdullah Idris, and others. They're mainly Amhara Fano National Force commanders, AFNF commanders. And in their audio messages, in their interviews with news outlets, they raised questions about the whereabouts of Asagad McConn. If Asagad McConn is in custody, obviously he should have been made to appear before a court so far. A court should have decided whether the detention was legal or not. But it's very unfortunate that a year has passed and still Asagad McConn's whereabouts are unknown. Let's see. Government should disclose where the commander is. If he's not in prison, maybe he's being used by the government in some capacity against some particular Fano groups. Let's see, will the government share details of where Asagad McConn is? Is he alive? Secondly, viewers, is the Ethiopian Prime Minister really threatening his generals? A clip has been in circulation for the last 2 to 3 days. Ethioforum, other news sources shared this clip of the Ethiopian Prime Minister. And on the basis of this clip, Ethioforum, Eritrean news outlets concluded that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia publicly threatened the generals. They said that this clip means that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia said, if you don't obey my orders, you will be destroyed. If you don't protect the honor of the flag, I will destroy you. I will annihilate you. This is what their conclusion was when they made videos about this clip. I have analyzed the clip. What did the Prime Minister say in that clip, and what has he been saying in private meetings with channels? Well, I don't think that the Prime Minister says in this clip that he will destroy channels, that he will destroy military officers. He never said that in this clip. Basically, the Prime Minister tried to brief the channels about the gravity of the threat which Ethiopia is facing. I am not saying he is speaking the truth, but he tried to sensitize the channels, the military officers, that the Ethiopian government, Ethiopia as a country, Ethiopian flag are facing an unprecedented challenge and threat from players which want to weaken Ethiopia. Since threat is unprecedented, that is why channels need to rise to the occasion. If they don't, they will be destroyed like the country will be destroyed. This is what he meant. He never said, I will destroy you, I will kill you, I will make you pay the price for that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am not a native speaker of local languages, but when I get translations and when I get translations about controversial clips, controversial videos, I get translations from multiple sources, and then I make videos. So I think that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia's talk is being misquoted. Now, what happens at internal meetings, private meetings, or official confidential meetings between the Prime Minister and generals? Does he threaten generals? I don't think he is in a position to threaten the Ethiopian military officers. Without military, the Prime Minister cannot survive. Had there been no ENDF's intervention in the Amhara region, by now Fano fighters would have been in control of entire Amhara region. Military saved Amhara regional government. The day top generals of the Ethiopian National Defense Force decide to go against the Prime Minister will have to pack up and leave. Military is powerful in Ethiopia, keeping in view the security situation, keeping in view the internal and external challenges. Prime Minister does not threaten generals. Generally, he creates scenarios, narratives, and then he makes the generals fall in line. He tells them these are the issues which we are facing. We have analyzed. These are existential issues for us. You need to rise to the occasion. If you don't, history will never forget you. History will never forgive you. This is the type of language reportedly which he uses. It's not that how many generals have been imprisoned by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia in the last 4 to 5 years? Any big names? Not generals. What about mid-level officers? How many have been imprisoned? How many have been punished, by the way? I am not aware of any top officers of the Ethiopian military punished by the Ethiopian Prime Minister. Prime Minister is hand in glove with the channels. What he does is that he promotes like-minded channels. He appoints like-minded channels. The channels which back his views, which support his views. And he has intelligence agencies, he has his own kitchen cabinet, he gets information about channels' views, about their inclinations, and after getting input from the relevant intelligence agencies and his sources, he makes decisions about channels' futures, which should be relieved, which channel should be promoted, which channel should be appointed to a key position. All that happens after he gets input. He does not punish them. He can easily sideline them. I mean, if a channel is not agreeing to cooperate with the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, he has several options. He can sideline him. He can appoint him to an insignificant position. He can make him totally irrelevant. It does not need to threaten them. I think that these news outlets are deliberately misquoting the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. They should not mislead their viewers, I think. Thank you for watching.